So today we are going to do balancing of equations. Equation, you know, is a representation of the chemical reactions that are occurring around us and also the ones that we perform in the lab. So when we represent these changes in the form of chemical formulas, it is known as a equation. Every equation needs to be, we need to balance an equation to satisfy the law of conservation. There are two laws of conservation, of mass and of energy. So law of conservation of mass and law of conservation of energy. To satisfy this, we need to balance an equation. Now these two laws says that mass or energy, depending upon whatever we are talking about, can neither be created nor it can be destroyed. So in order to satisfy this, we need to, this is what needs to be done when you are balancing an equation. The number of atoms in the reactant side should be equal to the number of atoms in the product side. So once you have written the equation, you have to equalize the number of atoms on the reactant side and on the product side. Now let's discuss what is the reactant and what is the product. Let's suppose this equation A plus BC is giving us AB plus C, right? So the chemical substances that are on this side of the equation, these are known as the reactants. So these are reactants, both of them are reacting together. This one and this are reacting together, and this is being formed after the reaction has taken place. So this is what is known as the product. Two things that combine together or more than two things that combine together are the reactants, and what we get is known as the product. So for balancing, we need to see that the number of atoms of A on this side are equal to the number of atoms A on this side. The number of atoms of B this side are equal to the number of atoms of B this side. The number of atoms of C this side are equal to the number of atoms on this side. This is what we are going to see, right? As of now, we can say this equation is balanced because here the number of A atoms are 1. Here also the number of atoms are 1. B also has one atom, here also B has one atom, here C has C atom, and here also C has one atom. So we can say that this equation is balanced. Now a little bit of change we are going to do in the equation and see. Now have a look, I have changed the equation a little bit. A is reacting with B2C. So B has two atoms here, and it is giving you AB plus C2. C has two atoms here. B 2 atoms and C 2 atoms. A has one here also, A has one here also, so it is already balanced. B has two here, but it has one only over here. So we have to balance B. C has one here, but it has two here, so we have to balance C also. Right? So what we are going to do is we are going to balance B and C. These are two very simple rules that I have written down for balancing equation, and you need to remember this very properly. The first rule says the number of atoms are supposed to be multiplied by whole number if you need to balance them. Alright. So suppose there are two atoms on the reactant side, but there are only one atom on the product side. So you are going to multiply it by a whole number so that it becomes 2. Second, important, the whole number has to be written only in front of the formula or the symbol of the element or the compound. You cannot write it in between, you cannot write it at the back, right? So it has to be written only in front of the symbol or the compound formula that we have written. These two rules are very important. You need to remember it very properly. Then as we proceed, we are going to do some more.